Hello and welcome to DPN TV here at the DPN Rover car collection. I just thought I'd do this little video on the back interior light here on our Rover 75 Connoisseur SE Maroon 1.8. And when we got this car, and I've been doing a few videos of the stuff we're doing to this car, some of the stuff we like to cover and bring a car into the collection, but cover anything else that needs doing. The only things in the interior, the rest of it was perfect, was when we picked the car up, the back interior light was hanging down. It was dangling out. Now I did check it to make sure it didn't look like someone had tried to fix it back up there temporarily or alter it, because we have seen a few 75s where someone had actually put screws through this and screwed it up into the headlining, but it looked like it had just genuinely dropped down due to the little lugs breaking, which, looking online, it appears that that's quite common. Those little lugs break and you can find it hanging down. Now, on our other 75, that hasn't happened, so I assume we've been lucky with that one. But with this one, it was hanging down. Basically, it was hanging down out of the back of the roof line off of this lead there, and of course on these you've got the front lights. This is quite a big ceiling when you're trying to film down to it. Yeah, you've got the front sort of really decorative light that sits there at the front, and it's controlled from there, so you can switch them all on from there, but also you can completely switch it off, so that when you open the doors, the front, the back and the boot light doesn't come on at all. And then of course it's got its own individual, I suppose, map reading lights as well. Now, we were very lucky. If I turn that over, the lugs were laying on this back seat, which was amazing. I assume it had only broken in recent times. Otherwise they would have probably been lost and this repair wouldn't have been possible. And I thought actually all I would do is glue these two little lugs back on that snap there and there. So one side, it's held into the roof line with these nice metal clips. They're sprung loaded almost, but at the back it's just two little plastic lugs, which I don't think if it had been those both sides it wouldn't have been the problem, but that's the way they decided to do it. And I assume it was so you could hook in this side and then spring load clip sort of up and in, so it holds onto the roof liner. So I thought I'd just glue them back. There wouldn't be much of a video in it, but once I'd glued them back, I could see that just wasn't going to be enough. So what I did, and hopefully you can see this, I mean, it's not the neatest of job, but it's come up better than I thought. You can see a little bit of almost like blue plastic. So what I did is, so you could use an old bank card or credit card. We used a spare health lottery card that you write your numbers on, and I just cut the little corners off. And the reason I picked that is because it's flexible and bendy, so you could bend it to the sort of awkward shape. It isn't completely flat, so yeah, I bent it about to it laid as level as possible to the plastic, and then super glued that in as well. And the idea is that just gives a little bit of side strength each side, and it's a flexible plastic, so if there's any kind of bending within the plastic clips, it should take that as long as the super glue takes it. So yeah, I just thought that might be worth showing rather than just gluing them back. You can do that. Now, long term, obviously, if we go to a scrap yard or even online, I'll keep a lookout and see if there's, as I say, any in the scrap yard or any online that come available, because I think it's nice to have them as a fully working light. But this allows us to put this light back up. It looks a lot better than just a hole in the back ceiling, and if it holds, there's no real problem with it as such, and it gives us the chance to look over the next few years possibly, and if one comes up, then you've got it. But I just thought I'd show you how you can glue these little lugs back, and just to give them a little bit more strength, I've cut some little triangle bits of plastic. As I say, we use one of those health lottery cards that you write your numbers on, but I don't see why you couldn't use sort of an old bank card or credit card or any sort of plastic that's that kind of thickness, just to give it a little bit of extra strengthening. So the next thing to do is to plug in and just test it works before we put it back up completely. And there it is, all working. So yeah, hopefully that is a long-lasting fix. As I say, we will continue to look for one that isn't broken in the scrap yards or online, but it's holding up nice and strongly, and actually it clipped in better than I thought. So yeah, hopefully if you've got a broken light at the back, the interior light, it might be worth trying that fix until you can find one that isn't broken, or maybe it will actually last the full time. As always, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to look at our other videos, or of course look at our Instagram and Twitter page.